Hello guys, it is Dani'i and welcome to this update video this morning. So we've got two active tropical cyclones, Gabrielle. So Hurricane Gabrielle is still out there. It is weakening though and is about to make its way into the vicinity of the Azores. And there's newly formed Humberto. So Humberto formed last evening and it is a tropical storm. Not a bother for anyone at the moment. Down the road you want to watch to see if it may make a close approach to the island of Bermuda. And there is Invest 94L. So that disturbance is now moving out of the northeastern Caribbean and into the Atlantic. So when it is within that area, as it moves over the rest of the Dominican Republic, it is likely to encounter some more conducive conditions and develop, and it has a high chance to do so over the coming days, and it could result in some impacts in parts of the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, potentially the US as well. So let's go into it. Okay, so as we take a look at the satellite imagery here of the Atlantic, we can see our active tropical cyclones. There we have Humberto, recently formed tropical storm, and there's Gabrielle. Gabrielle is disintegrating, so it is racing to the Azores, and by tonight and even going into tomorrow, it's going to be bringing its impacts. And there's a hurricane warning that is actually in effect for the area. So if you're in the Azores, please stay safe. The good thing is this is a fast mover, so the impacts are not going to be around for an extensive time. Nonetheless, those hurricane conditions, dangerous storm surge, those strong winds, and even the periods of heavy rain are anticipated. So out in the tropical Atlantic, there is another tropical wave. We can see a lot of activity associated with it, a lot of strong convection. So we'll see what happens as this one propagates west. We're not watching it for any developments right now. And then we've got Invest 94L. So this is going to be bringing a lot of rainfall to especially portions of the Dominican Republic as we head throughout today. So as we take a closer look in the Caribbean, there we can see that blob associated with it. It's been resulting in that rain increase across the area. And let's look at some model data for it. So first up, we have the model track guidance. So we can see here that the tracks are pretty solid about that general northwestward trajectory. We have a few showing that, hey, the system will eventually make that curve going out to sea, but quite a bit are showing that it may make its way up to the southeastern US. So that's definitely something that we want to watch for as we head into the next couple of days. But right now, it's not going to be developing much because it is over land. It's interacting with the Dominican Republic. But as it heads into the vicinity of the Bahamas, that is when it will have that more likelihood of actually developing. So the next name to be used for this hurricane season is Imelda. And then that rain surge is going to be spreading into the Turks and Caicos and the Bahamas as we head into the rest of this week. And then it could make its way into the vicinity of the US or make that curve and stay out to sea. As it relates to what our models want to show for intensity. So most models are not expecting much development of the system over the next 36 hours. But as we head into the next 2 to 3 days, that's the likely time period that the system may acquire tropical storm status, as we can see here. And tropical storm intensity is represented by those by the green shading. And then most of our models show some subsequent strengthening of the system, possibly into a hurricane. We have that one taking it all the way up to Cat 5. Interesting, but the majority of our models, the general consensus is that we could see some gradual intensification, but we'll see if rapid intensification occurs because Gabrielle out there at peak intensity at one point, Gabrielle was expected to just be a Category 2 hurricane, but it was actually a Cat 4 at the peak intensity. So if the conditions are right for just the decent amount of time, we could see some further intensification occur with the system. So I'll certainly be watching for that. And looking at the conditions out there, we can see that those ocean temperatures are very, very warm, 29, 30 degrees Celsius out there right now. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys in this update video this morning. I do hope you found it to be informative, but if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I will get to you when I can. And remember to always be weatherwise.